record. Okay. So what I'm doing is recording. Right now I have Autocad. Can you shut the door, please? I have Autocad up, 2021 version. I'm going to start a new drawing. I go to templates right here, and here is HHS draft sheet layout B, C, and D. This is our template. So I click on that, and then I open that template, okay? Now this is white because as we're looking at it on the board,
You're sharing the wrong screen.
What do you mean? You can't see this?
No, I'm still on the Zoom screen.
Still on the Zoom screen. Does it matter if I do that?
I just can't see what you're doing.
Okay, hang on. Let me just go ahead and see if I can share. Okay. Is this it right here? Okay, screen 2. Is that better?
Yeah, there you go.
Okay, thanks, Zach. So we got Zach online, and we got kids here as well. Do you guys have, I just need you to be quiet, pay attention. If you have a question, just ask and blurt it out, and then I'll certainly give you the answer, okay? So you know how to get to this screen, right? You guys all know how to get to this screen, and this is our layout. We got the model, draft 1. That's that layout. This is draft 1 layout C, and then this is draft 2, but we're gonna eventually get to layout C. Okay, so we're always gonna be drawing in model space. Now this is white. We'll go back to this. This is white because it's easier for you guys to see the drawing on the board, but yours should be black, okay? We have some of the F keys, okay? The snap to drawing, okay? And snap to grid. Some of these things are on right here. The grid is on. I like the grid off, all right? But what I'm gonna do is here's my XY coordinate. I'm gonna go ahead and start the drawing. Once I do this drawing, I can automatically center it by just double clicking it and making it big and then going 1 to 1, and it's gonna automatically center the drawing for me. And I'll show you that too. So here we are. I'm working on, what am I working on? Let me go ahead and just show you. I'm gonna take this camera and I'm gonna show you what I'm working on right here so you can see. This is this drawing right here. It's the Tailstock Clamp, the new book. It's page 163. I'm not so sure what the old book is. Okay. I don't know why the video went out, didn't it, Cody? Okay. Hang on. No, I'm not you right here. Let's see what happened. I don't know what happened to my video.
I don't know.
I don't know. So if I go here,
There you go.
it's on.
Now it's just your picture. You need to show your video.
Okay. So let me just see what the heck is going on.
There you
go. Okay, that's that, right? But you can still see the screen now, right?
Yes.
Okay, so I move things around here and they kind of get unplugged or do whatever. All right, so here I go. Now, the major thing, Cody, you're paying attention, right? The major thing when I'm doing a drawing right now is there's 3 dimensions that we need to be concerned with, and they are what? Do we know? Huh? What? Width, height, and depth. Okay, so the width and length is kind of the same. The depth is in the top view and the right side view. The height is in the front view and the right side view. The width is in the front view and the top view, okay? So those 3 dimensions we're looking at. So as I look at this drawing, it says, I'm reading 4.750 for the overall width. But let me just do this. I'm gonna draw a line. I'm gonna go line, and then I'm gonna draw a line. See how it's snapping? I'm gonna hit my F9 button so it's not snapping. I'm gonna go here, and I wanna make sure that it's at least 4.75 plus 2.65, so that's 4, 5, 6, 7. Should be at least maybe 10, I don't know. Let me zoom out a little bit, and then see how this is rubber banding? I'm gonna go F8, and that's straight. So if I go to there, right, that's good. And then I'm gonna go ahead and draw a vertical line, and I can go right off the end of that too. And that has to be the height of 1.5 plus an inch, maybe 1.5 inches between views, plus 2. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to say 5, 6 inches. As long as it's about that high, 7 inches, that's good. Why? I'm going to do a vertical line and a horizontal line. What I end up doing then is just going ahead and offsetting. My height is 1.5. Let's go offset. 1.5, enter. Okay, that's the height of my front view. Then I'm going to go, let's go offset. I'm going to go 1.5 again. And this distance from here to here, what's that distance? Do you guys know? In between views, okay? So now the depth of my top view is 2.625. I'm going to go offset 2.625, enter, okay? And that's the depth of my top view. So now I want the width of my front view, which is 4.75. I'm going to go offset 4.75, enter. I'm going to go here. I need this same distance, which is 1.5. I go offset 1.5, enter. And I'm going to go here. And then whatever the depth of my side view is, which is 2.625, I'm going to go offset 2.625, enter. And that's that, okay? So now what I can do is I'm going to go to trim. I pick trim. Let me go ahead and just, I guess I can just go ahead, like, let's say trim. Pick trim, and I can pick these pieces. So what do I end up with? I end up with my front view, the overall size of my front view and my top view and my right side view, okay? Boom, okay? There that is, and then this I can erase. So I delete that, all right? So here I have my front view, right side view, and top view. That's the overall sizes. What do I want to do now? I want to go ahead and put in some of the particulars, all right? As I'm looking at this, let's go ahead and develop my front view. It's a 1/4 inch. Let's go offset, 0.25. And again, as I do this, there's a feature on the right side view too. That's right there on the right side view too. So this is 0.25 up, and it goes in. How far does it go in? It's actually 3.75. So that's about a 1/2 inch in. So it's 4.75 overall, 3.75 here. So that's a 1/2 inch in. Let me go offset, 0.5, enter. I'm going to do this, and then I'm going to do this. I'm also going to do this on my top view, okay? Boom. Now these two lines right here are going to be hidden lines. Let me make those hidden, okay? That's a hidden line. And then I'm going to go ahead and trim. I want to trim this part out of here. Boom, boom. Get rid of this. Get rid of this. Okay. Get rid of that. Let's get rid of this. Let's get rid of that. Okay. And that's going to be a solid line that way. All right. Now what I want to do is I got to go. There's on the top view, that is 0.438. Let's go offset. 0.438, enter. There's a line there, and then there's a line there. There's also, it's going to be a line on my side view. So I'm going to transfer this over here. Let's go trim. This is going to get trimmed out of here. How far down does that go? It says 0.75. Okay, so I probably should have did that first. So if I go offset 0.75, let's go offset 0.75, enter. I'm going to drop this down like this, okay? And this line right here, I'm going to transfer. This has got to come over because this is part of that too, right there. Okay, and if I trim, let me trim this out and trim this out, okay? And I'm going to trim. I'm not going to trim that yet. Let's just leave that there. But this is going to get trimmed out for sure, okay? So that's that little channel that goes through there. This line transfers all the way over to the front view, and this is going to be a hidden line. So if I go, let me just go ahead and extend it. I pick it. I'm going to grab that little grip, and I could drag it all the way over. Let me just drag it a little bit further. So I want to make sure that that doesn't rubber band or snap to the center point of that line. Trim. Pick that. Pick that. Okay, and I'm going to trim that out. This right here becomes a hidden line, okay? That's a hidden line, all right? On top of this front view, I need to, there's an angle here, okay? And it tells me that that distance on top is, what's the angle? It just says a 30-degree angle from actually from here, let's see what that says. Okay, 30-degree angle comes up from there. All right, so if I draw a line, I'm going to go from here. Nope, nope. I'm going to go from this intersection right here. And I'm going to go up 30 degrees. Had to take off my F8, which is my ortho. And I need that to be 30 degrees. That's 30 degrees. So let me see, what's 30 degrees? That looks like about 30. It should be about 150. If I hit tab, 150, enter, there it is. What I want to do too, let me just check this to make sure that it's right. I can go here, I can go here and here. Is that 30 degrees? Yeah, that's good. I just checked it just to make sure 150 was right. Now I'm going to go ahead and trim. Pick this, get rid of this, and get rid of this. All right. I'm going to do another 30 degree over here. 30 degrees. So now it says 30. So I can just hit tab and 30, enter, and go ahead and trim. Get rid of this stuff. Boom, boom. Okay. Now that's starting to look like my front view, I believe. This edge right here, it looks like that edge goes all the way across. So I am going to make that edge all the way across. I can drag it across or I can hit extend. Watch this. If I go here and I go extend, okay, and I'm going to extend that line there and that line there. Boom. There you go. This gets trimmed off. Let's go ahead and go back to trim. Are you still with me, Zach?
Yeah, I just don't have my video on.
Okay, good. Okay, so that looks like that. Now, I think this drawing is complete here. This drawing is complete here. This drawing might be complete here, except for what? What do I need? I need to transfer this edge right here up to this line, this point here, this point here. So let me just go ahead and do that. I can go from here. Let's hit ortho because I need it to be straight. Pick that. Let's go line. We got ortho on. Let's just pick that. And then what do I want to do? Trim. Trim that. Trim that. Let's trim, 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 and trim. This line right here represents this top edge right here and this angle right there where the line comes here and then it starts going down. That's that line right there on this side and this side on both sides, this side here and this side here. So now what we need to do is we need to put a, looks like it's got a hole in there. The hole is 2.375 off of this edge. So let's go offset 2.375, enter. That's the center that way, and it is 0.875 off the back edge. So let's go offset 0.875, enter. And I'm going to go from here. No, that's not right. Oh, 0.875 from in there. Let me just do this. Let's go offset 0.875. I think it's already in there. So that's that. That's the center. The circle is 0.75. Let's go. And it says it's a diameter of 0.75. So right now that reads radius. I'm going to change that to diameter. I'm going to go ahead right there. That's 0.75. And there's the circle in that drawing. Okay. Now that circle has to be transferred to the front view and the right side view. For the front view, that's easy. I can just pick this edge and go down there like this. I can go ahead and pick another line, pick this edge and go down here like this. And then I'm just going to trim it, right? Trim, 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 trim. I'm also going to delete these. Okay. Now I want this line and this line to be what? Hidden, right? That's a hidden line. Okay. There that is. I can go ahead and erase that. So that's the center. All right, now I also need it in here. So that is 0.875 from this edge. If I go offset, 0.875, enter, okay? The center of that line, the center of this is gonna go down here. Oh, something's wrong. Something happened here. Let's go. Why is that? I wanna check this. I think I might've screwed up here somewhere. The distance from there to there is 1 5/16. Doesn't look like it lined up somehow. Let's just get rid of that. I want to make sure that that's the center. Let's delete that. What's this line? That's a full line. What is this? The 2.625. Is that right? Let me go ahead and I want to measure this. It looks like something 2 5/8. That's right. Okay. But when I is this the center or where's the center? If I go, actually, let me draw a line from the center. See how that picks up the center? And let me just make sure now that that is actually the center by just checking with the measurement, 1 5/16. Uh-oh. You got to make sure. When I have, this is a problem sometimes. When I have a bunch of snap buttons on, snap modes, okay? Let me go to this one right here. See all these snap modes? I have 1, 2, 3, 4. Sometimes the drawing gets confused on what snap you're asking for. So sometimes when you put like a green triangle or a green square or something, sometimes it misinterprets where you want it, and you got to check it just to make sure of where it's supposed to be. So let me just go ahead and check this side over here too, from here to here. It's 1 5/16. So that's right. So this is the center. So what I need to do now is 0.75. I'm going to offset half of 0.75 because I need the edge of my circle here and the edge of my circle here. What's a half of 0.75?
0.375.
Good job, Cody. 0.375. Enter. And I'm going to go here, and then I'm going to go here. And then what do I want to do? I want to drag this down. I can just go further, right? Drag this down here. Make sure I go further. Then I'm going to go ahead and trim this, trim this, and trim this. What does this line need to be? Hidden line, okay? Hidden line, see that? And I can get rid of this, all right? Now, I believe my drawing is done in its entirety, okay? What do I need to do now? I need to dimension, okay? So let's go ahead and dimension. All the dimensions that are in the book should be on the drawing itself, okay? So I can go ahead and start with dimension here. Boom, okay? The dimension all the way down. Let's go here, and I can just hit enter to get these dimensions. Okay. Actually, what I want to do, what do I want to do? I want to change these. I want to make these dimension lines. Where's my dimension? I want to make them green, make them dimension lines, okay? So that's that. That looks like it's, let me move that down a little. Just pick that little box, move it down so it's not interfering, okay? Let's go, there's a 0.5 here. Let's just put this dimension in here, from here to here. It says it's 0.5. Actually, let me move that down. And it's not giving it to me in, I'm going to change it to dimension. But just because I changed it, it still goes back to visible line. Let's make that dimension. There we go. All right. Now I'm going to go ahead and do some other things. Let me see if I can do angular from here to here. Okay. And I'm going to put that angular in there. Let's see, 0.25. I'm going to put some more measurements in here, here, here. That's 0.25. All right, 0.875. Let's see what else we got to do on the front view. I can do some other ones on the front view. There's a dimension over there too. Let's see, let's go angular from here to here. Okay, you guys are getting you guys get this. Once you get to this point, it's pretty easy, right? You guys know how to dimension. All you have to do is put as many dimensions that are in the book on the drawing, okay? From here to here, boom, 7/16. I got a dimension from here to here. Let's go from here to here. And you always want to dimension solid lines. You don't want to dimension hidden lines if at all possible. I guess there's also a dimension up here. From here to here, 7/16. That's kind of put it right over that, but I can take that. I think I can move that down a little bit like that, just so it's not in the way. All right. I can also put a bigger dimension on the outside if I go from here to here. So that's 2 5/8. All right. I need my circle. Let's go 2.375. So I need the center. Let's see. Is my center? Do I have my center one? Right here. I need my center. Okay. So I'm going to put a dimension from here to the center there. 2 3/8. Okay, and then also I want to do a one from, let's go from here. Let's go at 0.875. I can go from here to here. No, I don't want, maybe right there. Let's just put that there, okay? And that's good. Let's see. I think I got all those dimensions. I don't have a leader. What do I need? I need a leader. Diameter from here to here. And I'm just going to put that up there. All right. And I think that's about it. All right. I do want to go to annotate, and you can put circle in there. I can do this from here to here, right? What did we do to these? Remember, we did something to these. Somebody know what we did with these? Yep. I got to select them. I select them. I right click. I go to quick, no, not quick properties. Actually, I want, let's right click and let's go to properties. And this dialog box comes up, and I want line scale to be 0.5. Let's see if that changes. Enter. Okay. See how that changed that? Now that made that a center line. Okay. I want to make sure that that's a center line. Change it. This is a center line too. And I'm going to change this one. Let me go back to home, and I want to make sure that this is a center line. Center line. See how it's changed? Now it's different color, black or brown. That's what it needs to be. This one, I need the center line in there too, but this automatically puts a center line in there. So what I want to do is I want to take this, and I'm going to explode it. Let's go to home. Let's go to explode. This button right here, explode. Okay. So what I did is I exploded that. Now I can pick parts and pieces of this and just delete it. Okay. So let's delete that. That was actually a center line that I put in there. And this is actually, let me delete this. See how I can delete parts and pieces of this? There you go. Let's do this. But this is, let me just delete this too. I'm going to actually delete these dimensions too, because the dimension goes right to the center. I want the dimension to go to the outside edge. So let's delete that, and I'll put those back in there. All right. So now there's that too. Now I'm going to go ahead and do annotate, do a center line. Boom. What do I want that to be? I want it to be, go back to home. I want it to be a center line. So now it's brown. Okay. So now I just want to make sure that I go back. Let's get rid of this dialog box. Let's go back, and I want dimension. It's on dimension, but I'm going to dimension from here to here, and that's 1 5/16. And then I'm also going to dimension, let's go dimension from, let's go from here. Let's go to this side and make it easier. That's 2 3/8. Okay. So now I got all my dimensions. I got my center lines. All my dimensions are in there. What do I want to do? Go to my layout. Layout C, right? This is my paper space. I'm going to go to model space. I'm going to double click. It makes it big, but I want to go ahead. Now listen, this might be a problem. See this? It says 0.9. If I go to 1 to 1, it's going to make it too big. See how it made it a little bigger? It's not too bad. Okay, but maybe if I take this dimension and move it down, it'll be better. Let's do that. Let's go to model. Let's take this dimension right here, and I'm going to move it down a little bit like this. Actually, probably shouldn't have did that. But yeah, I can do that. It's not a big deal. Let's go move this down. Actually, let me just move this dimension down to here. Okay, see what I did? Now I created a little bit more space. Let's just delete that. Delete that and go to line. That's the dimension. Just go like that. Okay. So now if I go to my model space, actually my layout, double click. All right. Now I can go 1 to 1. Now it makes it a little bit better. 1 to 1. All right. There it is. Go back to paper. Okay. What do I want to do? I got to fill in all the details, right? What do? Go drawing utilities, drawing properties. This dialog box comes up. General. Now, what do I want? Summary. The title is what? Tailstock Clamp. Tailstock clamp. And I want custom. I want, this is class, which is 1 for me. Seat 1. Drawing number is let's go 8-30, FIG dot 8-30 dash 2. Okay. I'm going to keep that, go to OK. If I go back to model space and then I go back to layout, it puts it all in there. Okay. Then what do I got to do? File, print. Your layout, everything should be set up. It's mono, letter, layout, going to be 1-to-1. If I go to OK, it should print out of that printer right there. Okay. You guys have any questions? No questions at all. Now I'm going to tell you, I expect this drawing done to its perfection because this is recorded. I'm going to put this recording on my, on the Google Classroom. I'll also put it on YouTube. You guys can watch it and get her done. All right. Any questions whatsoever? No? Zach, you have any questions?
No.
Okay. So I'm going to stop recording.